Hello and welcome to part 4 of answering questions for this video. Alright, well, we've come to the realization that we're going to be here a while. You'll be there, I'll be here. So, why don't we both pull up a chair, sit back, relax, get a drink, have a beer. We're all friends now, so it's time to have some beer. Here we go. So yes, pick the beverage of your choice, get some snack foods, settle down, because it's going to be a while. Alright, so on to the next page. Wario Land Gold Pyramid asks, so tell me about dreams you can see at night. When I was a child, I could easily control them. Were you able to do that? I have very little control in my dreams. Even the dreams where I find myself aware I'm dreaming, I have a very limited control over what I do. I mean, I sort of understand the dream mechanics, and I understand what to expect in a lot of dreams because I follow similar patterns, but those patterns don't include a great deal of self-control. Even dreams where I can fly, because everyone has those, I can't really control my own flight. I sort of either just like inch along or I just go everywhere, It's kind of crazy. Okay. What was the happiest day in your life so far? What happened on it? That's a good question. If I had to pick one day, it would be New Year's Day, 2005. I was 18, and that was the day I kissed my now ex-girlfriend for the first time. And the circumstances in which it happened were extremely magical. And this is a story I'd love to tell over on the Sun Planet channel at some point, so you'll just have to remind me over there to tell it, because it is a story I like to tell, because it's a nice story. Okay. Well, I want you and other members of the House of Sim to make a video tutorial on how you guys make videos together. Do you share a screen in Skype? Well, as far as I've discovered so far, it's impossible to have more than you can't share a screen to more than one person. So that Oregon Trail episode, the other 3 guys, they could not see what I was doing whatsoever. So pretty much it was a blind LP for them, like literally blind. They had no idea what I was doing other than what I was saying. Very unfair to them, but oh well. No one ever said it was fair. But usually what happens, like on the Yahoo Chess where I played with King of the Hip Hop, he was playing on his computer, I was playing on mine, and I was just recording my screen, and that was good enough for both of us. As far as other multiplayer things that we might record, it's going to take a little bit of figuring out how to do that well, but I definitely want to do more House of Sim plays stuff on the House of Sim channel. I think it's definitely something that we need to do. Okay. Okay. More silly questions. Okay. Civ 3 Player asks, who do you think won the War of 1812? Well, the War of 1812 was really a part of the greater Napoleonic Wars, and well, Napoleon eventually lost that war. But as far as the North American theater is concerned, I don't know. I don't really think anyone gained anything. I don't think anyone really lost anything. There were a couple of epic victories for the Americans, such as that one battle, I forget the name of it, where Andrew Jackson, the future president, commanded. That was one area he really got his prestige and his chops. But there were also pretty epic defeats, like, the White House getting burnt down. That just sucked, So it's really hard to say who won the War of 1812. Alright. What's the worst movie you have ever seen? Probably Troy. I know it was an all-star cast, it was an epic movie and everything, but oh god, it was wall-bangingly stupid. It wasn't the kind of movie where you could... I didn't laugh at it, I just was... Now don't get me wrong, I love movies of that type, and I love most of the actors who appeared in it. I don't know. Especially Brad Pitt as Achilles, that didn't work. Now don't get me wrong, I think Brad Pitt's great. And I think Achilles is great. Just together, I don't know. I really don't know. Troy didn't like it. I mean, there's plenty of other movies that are bad, like of course Battlefield Earth, which I did watch again within the last few months. I watched it when it came out in theaters back in 2000, and I watched it again recently with Paratrooper. But it's one of those movies that you can laugh at because it is so stupid, it's ridiculous. But Troy, Okay. Favorite game of all time? That's a tough one. I don't know. For sentimental reasons, I'm going to have to go with the original Sonic trilogy from the Sega Genesis. If I had to pick one, it would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Okay, there we go. How do you plan on winning your new Civ 3 LP, because conquering 12 other civilizations would be extremely hard? Actually, I don't think so. I'm already steamrolling through that game, so I'm pretty sure I could keep steamrolling all the way through to the end. But, I don't know. I might try for another kind of victory. We'll see what develops. This Let's Play could conceivably be, in terms of complete video length, probably not in the number of episodes, but in the length of all the episodes put together, it could conceivably be the longest Let's Play. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Some more silly questions. Okay. Warrior Land Gold Pyramid. You're asking a lot of silly questions that really, a bunch of I don't know, that aren't really worth answering because they're like riddles or whatever that aren't, I don't know. But there are some good questions in here, so I'll answer those. Warrior Land Gold Pyramid asks, 2,000 subscribers. You are awesome. Thank you. Will you do this again on 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, a million, 10 million? I don't know. I don't think I'll do this again on 2,500. That's too soon, considering the fact that I'm already at 2,100 and I'm just doing the special now. I'm going to be at 2,500 before you know it, pretty much. And if I do a special at 2,500, it will be of a different nature. I'm not saying I won't do another question video again, but it's going to have to wait for a little bit later on, because if I do this too often, it's just going to become boring, pretty much. Alright. What is the meaning of life? Life itself doesn't count. Of course it counts. It is the meaning of life. That's all there is to it, like I said. Okay. Okay. K the Dude 1234 asks, what are your computer specs and where did you get it? I already told the specs. I got it from a website called ibuypower.com. .com. My good internet friend Wyron helped me pick out my new computer, because basically you have to assemble it from scratch, so to speak. Not physically, but you have to put, decide what parts go in it. And, it's way over my head technical stuff. But Dwyron, he is a freaking computer genius. He was the one who helped me figure it out. So, props to him. Dwyron, I love you forever. And I hope you take that in the gayest way possible. And I hope that each and every one of you goes over to Dwyer's channel and subs him because he is awesome. He does SimCity videos. He does Go lectures. A game that, you know, is another one of those way up here things that I'd love to learn someday. Yeah, he does an all-around great guy. Okay. Let's see. Where are we on this page? How long do you plan on continuing the Lincoln family? Indefinitely, really. I mean, I know the family's going to get larger and larger, and at some points I'm going to have some people move away. What I always wanted to have happen was, at some point, other Let's Players out there would be willing to take on one of the descendants of the Lincoln family. You know, like in the third or fourth generation eventually, be able to take him on and make their own show around this character, and it would be just this expansive canon that goes across several channels. But unfortunately, there aren't that many people who are really doing full Sims 2 LPs. I mean, a lot of people have started but abandoned them after like 5 or 6 episodes. I really want to see someone really do a full, you know, you can't really do a full Sims 2 LP because it's endless, but I mean a real long, decent one with good commentary, good quality gameplay, something really engaging. Because when that person comes along, I would really love to have, you know, a descendant of the Lincoln family move to their neighborhood, meaning I would send them the file. They would play them, integrate them into their Sims 2 families that they're Let's Playing, and there would be this huge family tree. It's an epic idea. Too bad there's no one at this moment that I know of who is capable of doing it at this moment. I mean, maybe there will be soon, but I haven't seen it yet. If you know anyone like that, please give me the link, but I don't think you're going to find them because I haven't, and I've looked. How many times a week do you upload a Sims 2 episode? My track record has been very bad. Ideally, I'd like to upload one a week, but there's a problem. I'm a lazy ass. I don't know if you can tell that, but I tend to just put things off and put things off. I talked about a little bit about this in my most recent car blog. If any of you want to hop over there once I upload it and watch it. It's not uploaded right now, but it will be soon. But we'll see. Okay. Gen Zers asks, regarding the expansion packs for The Sims 2, which one do you think you would be most likely to get if you were to get one? I would either get them in order, one by one, or I would get them all in one bundle and just have them all at once. But the problem is, I don't know. I'm happy with the base game. I don't see any need to upgrade. You know, I've been using the base game of Sims 2 since 2005. That's 6 years ago, and I'm content. I mean, I'm not saying I'll never get the expansion packs, but if all I have is a Sims 2 base game, that's a-okay with me. You won't see me complaining. All right. Well, how about I end this episode myself instead of letting it end itself like the last few times. End it on my own terms this time, so that we can start off fresh with some refreshed batteries for some more answering. See you in a minute.